I've invited some friends over, and tonight I'm going to be making some wings and then some pre-made cinnamon rolls. So I bought these frozen, so I'm going to first defrost them in the fridge for a little bit. I'm saran wrapping it before I do that, and then I pretty much do it for a few hours before I take it apart, and I pour in some cornstarch and soak it for 30 minutes. That way it can take the opportunity to mop and clean, and then I'm going to rinse out the chicken wings and start to prep everything. And don't worry guys, I'm constantly washing my hands throughout this process, and I will be sanitizing the sink afterward. So I'm going to be using this sheet pan, and I'm going to preheat the oven for 425. Then I'm going to start to work on the wings and also the flour batter. So I'm using flour, and then I'm using some garlic powder, onion powder, Creole seasoning, buttery chicken seasoning. And I just want to make sure that the batter is super colorful. And I'm going to be using the same seasonings for the chicken as well, even though I will be patting those dry. I just want to make sure that they are seasoned because I'm only going to be lightly coating them in flour, and I've also sprayed the pan with some oil. So here's what the wings look like, and then I'm going to just mix them together, and then I'm going to start to lightly coat them. So I'm using a paper towel to pat them dry, and then this is how they look after I've lightly coated them. The drums are going to have a little bit more coating on them, and I'm just going to repeat this process until they're all done. So you want to have some space in between all of the chicken wings so they can all receive some love. And then I'm gonna spray them all with some oil and then put them in the oven for about 20 minutes before I take them out to flip them again. So in the meantime, I'm going to sanitize the sink and kind of like clean off the counter and everything. This is what they look like right now. So they're crisping up pretty nicely. They probably would have crisped up a lot nicer if they were fully defrosted, but they weren't. So anyways, we're just gonna flip them around and then put them back in the oven for 20 minutes. Now this is what they look like, and I'm going to flip them one more time just to make sure that they cook pretty well. And I'm just gonna do like 10 minutes this time. And while that's happening, I'm gonna start preparing my buffalo sauce with some tomato bouillon, onion and garlic powder, and butter. I'm then going to simmer the sauce and let it kind of boil. And I don't know if you could see that I measured out the tomato bouillon, and that's because the buffalo sauce is already pretty salty, so I just did half a teaspoon. Now I'm preparing the pre-made cinnamon rolls because I don't know how to bake. And I was told this was the shape that you should go with whenever you make the cinnamon rolls, and it hasn't done me wrong. Now I'm going to throw the chicken wings into this bowl here, and then one of the chicken wings I don't think is completely done yet, so it was a pretty hefty drum, so I'm just gonna leave it and coat the rest. Once they're all sitting in that buffalo sauce, I'm going to line them up again just so we can kind of like bake the buffalo sauce onto the wings. And because I put the cinnamon rolls at 375. That's just what I'm gonna use, and that's totally fine because I don't want to dry out the wings or overcook them. And I'm pretty much just gonna cook them for 5-10 minutes while I put on the frosting or icing. So the wings are now done, and I'm gonna throw them back into the bowl because it still has some buffalo sauce remaining in there, and that's pretty much it. My friends ended up bringing like a veggie tray and some donuts and also some fries. So I'm just air frying those, and this is pretty much the finished product. I'm gonna take a bite of the wings because I'm super excited. And of course, it's juicy, it's spicy, it's super good. And there you have it. That's how I make my wings. No frying involved.